enough for you? God, I'm sweating. Seriously. I am dripping. It's too warm for me. That's why I'm down here now, and I'm not upstairs on the top floor, where it's absolutely sweltering under those lights as well, which makes it even warmer still. I thought, you know what, I haven't got a great deal to show you this week, so I'm going to do it from the slightly more bearable discomfort of behind the counter, pretty much my till area in the shop. I know it's not as good, I can't have things out to show you quite as well as I can do there, but this will have to do. Anyway, hello there guys, it's Gareth at Cosmic Toys, your one and only Cosmic Toy Man. I might not be enjoying the heat, but I hope that you guys are loving it. Right, so, like I say, I haven't bought tons this week, and I'm quite pleased about that. It's given me a chance to get stuff sorted. I've got a Bolton Toy Fair tomorrow. So that's another reason why I didn't want to start messing around with the regular studio that I like to call it. Because I've just spent over an hour packing the car, and I'm shattered. Absolutely shattered. And I thought I can't be bothered faffing around up there, so I'll just do this. I'm cheaping out today. I'm sorry. And I'm waffling as well. That's how tired I am. Right, okay, so I did buy a batch of miniatures this week. Guy came in. He's been in before, not recently, so I haven't shown you anything I've had of him in the past. And he's brought me a load of sort of like small, some are Warhammer scale, some are a little bit bigger, miniatures, the kind that you build and paint up. So I filmed them earlier in the week, because I knew I was going to be rushing around Saturday night, and I knew that I wouldn't have a chance to do it Sunday, so I filmed it earlier in the week. So take a look. From Pegaso Models, we've got these pretty cool metal miniatures. So yeah, they are all white metal. This one's a Samurai Warrior. And then over here we've got a Roman Legionary. But we've also got a Spartan Hippolyte. We've got a Spartan Hoplite, or Hoplite. I don't know how you pronounce that. I suppose I should have looked that up before I started filming, shouldn't I? We've got a Mongol Warrior. And a rather sexy looking Tarathiel Moon Elf. Move them aside. We've got this one, which is a version of Beauty and the Beast. Really, really nice model. This is resin. And I've had a quick look at this as well. The detail on it is... Obviously that's just one part of it, but you can see the detail that's on there. Really exceptional. Really, really nice. Probably have a bit of fun painting that myself. We've got this one. A bit more of a contemporary one there. This is a US soldier. She comes with that bike thing behind her, that moped type thing. Got a paratrooper there. Judging by the weight, this one's a light metal one. Yeah, that's definitely metal, isn't it? Wow. We have this samurai guy. This is from Revolution Miniatures. Possibly taken a little bit of flack lately because it's a Russian company, or I say company, it's a Russian sculptor that's developed them. But again, just look at the detailing on there. That's stunning. Now that's something I wouldn't mind having a go at myself. And then over here, there's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mid-transformation there. That's pretty sweet looking. By scale 75. And then also Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And the Sherlock does come with that entire wall and fireplace there. I think it's a white metal one because again it's a very heavy Very heavy kit. And there's your Dr. Watson. Probably the most interesting of these, and certainly the most expensive, is this one. This is from scale 75 again. And yes, it is World War II and it is Nazis, as you can see by the flag there. It's a U-69 La Vaquerie. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. 135 scale from the war front line. Let's give you an idea of it. That's your manual. Give you an idea of the size. That's the base, or the submarine tower anyway. And that there is one of your German soldiers, or officers. But what was quite interesting about this is they also made a book. Wolf, The Battle for the Atlantic, History and Modelling together in one book. As you can see there, that's the actual submarine. And the first half of the book is pretty much all about the research they put into the actual submarine and those that would have been on it and its weapons and everything. And then the rest of the book is about the development of making the kit and the painting of the actual model. I think that's absolutely incredible, is that? For a book like this to be made based essentially on one model kit and the development of it and the research that went into it, I think that's absolutely fantastic. Is it something I'd be interested in myself? Probably not. It's not the kind of subject matter that I'm interested in, but I can't help but marvel at the actual premise there, really. So yeah, bunch of lovely miniatures. And earlier today, Saturday, someone brought me a pile of video games in. Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Wii, one Wii U game there, PS4, and again, because I know it was going to be a bit of a rush tonight, I've already filmed them. I'm doing well. Bit more organisation than normal. Take a look. And so these are the games we've had in. For the PS4, there's Dead Island Definitive Edition, Day 1 edition of Dragon Quest Builders, Journey to Save the Savage Planet, and The Outer Worlds. For the 3DS, we've got Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask, Lego City Undercover The Chase Begins, Disney's Big Hero 6, Battle in the Bay, and a proper Nintendo title there in the form of Yoshi's New Island. Moving them out of the way to put the Switch games out. We got Monster Hunter Rise, and this is the one with the steelbook, which is quite cool. Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, I'm never quite sure how you pronounce that. Got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Layton's Mystery Journey, Deluxe Edition, and Pokemon Scarlet, that's one of the newest ones, is that? Very cool. For the Nintendo Wii, we've had Sonic Colors, Pokemon Battle Revolution. This seems to be quite a sought after one, so that's great stuff. But even more sought after, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. And one other, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I'm going to keep that. As a Zelda collector, I never actually picked up the Wii U version. Brilliant. And then I've got a couple of remnants here from the DC and Marvel figures. There's some DC figures left to show you that. Bizarrely, I forgot to show you when I did those lovely red background videos. So we've got a history of the DC Universe Series 3 Plastic Man. He's still sealed in his box. I say still sealed. It's one of those that's just taped at the back. He's not sealed. He's not sealed. But he's still in there. He's in his packet. And we've got one more. Is this sealed? Before I embarrass myself again. Not sealed, but complete. We've got Blue Devil. Never heard of Blue Devil. Have you heard of Blue Devil? No, I've not heard of Blue Devil. So there's those two from the history of the DC Universe. From the DC Collectibles Icons range, we've got Cyborg. That one also not sealed, but complete, as you can see. And then from the DC Universe Classics, whatever you want to call it, from Mattel range, it's... I'm doing that silly noise again, aren't I? I can't call it sealed because the blister is a little bit off the card there, but not enough for the figure to have been taken out. We've got Captain Atom in his gold variant. This is from the Despero Build-A-Figure wave. And should be... Can you see him? That silver colour there with the red logo on the chest. But this is the variant. Right, so that's it for them. What else do I have to show you? What else do I have to show you? In fact, hang on, I'll be right back. I'll edit that out. Oh, I won't go through all these because there's quite a few. I'll put it on the map actually. Right, I'm back. So we have are these planetary? Yeah, we have a planetary set of 3 figures from DC Direct. We have Elijah Snow, and he comes complete with his stand. We have the drummer, and he comes complete with his stand and his drumsticks. And we have Chiquita Wagner. No idea who she is, sorry. Oh, I don't know who the other two are either. And she comes complete with her stand. God, it's just too warm. Shove them back in the bag. And I've got those prices up and ready to go, and I've actually taken some photos of these ready for the website. And you know what? I only want that much for all 3. I think that's quite a bargain. That 15 quid for 3 figures. I think that's a good deal. Not quite as dirt cheap. We've got a full set of 4, also from DC Direct, The Authority. So we've got Jenny Sparks. No one's really too fussed about. We've got Engineer. Oh, no one's really too fussed about. But then we've also got Midnighter and Apollo, or Apollo and Midnighter, depending how you want to prioritise them. And they're the ones that people are bothered about. Particularly Apollo seems to be quite a well sought after one. I don't see how you can have one without the other though. They quite literally are a pair. They're a couple. You need, if you're having one, you need them both. But they are £85 for the set of 4. And most of the value, I think, is in Apollo. Certainly in Apollo, a big nighter. From McFarlane Toys, this is an older one. In fact, this one comes with a bit of a diorama background, which I think is pretty awesome. There we are. Sin City. That's the base with a silhouette shaped wall behind it. We've got Marv. We'll take him out of the bag. Show the detail off a little bit. There we are. And I do apologise if the video quality isn't up to normal standards on this. Obviously I've got it on the flip round camera so I can see what the hell's going on. I don't need to do that when I'm doing it in my regular shooting booth or studio, because, well, I know what can be seen on the camera. And he comes with an extra hand, a little hat, an axe saw, a knife, an oil can, and a gun. Pistol. Let's put him back in. Have I priced him yet? Don't normally tell you the prices in the videos, do I? That's because... Do you mind? That's because I normally do the videos and then the following week or throughout the week the items will get priced up and put out for sale, whereas these ones, I've already priced these and never actually filmed them. Got a couple of Judge Dredd figures, or 2000 AD figures I should say. We've got Judge Dredd and we've got Judge Anderson. Both of those, as far as I know, are complete. And they're by Reaction. Not Super 7 though, these predate them a long time. This one was quite an interesting one. I've never heard of him. And I can't remember what it's called. Enemy Ace. Another DC Direct one. I like the little model plane he comes with. And he also comes with like a wolf or a coyote type accessory. Very cool. From what I can make out, it is complete. We have a Batman. This one's from Infinite Crisis. And he does come with his stand. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you the price of it. That one, did I? That's because I haven't priced him. What was I just saying about pricing all these already? This one's £25, is this Batman. They just come with the stand. Now, if I remember right, yes, there we are. There's also the battle damaged one. 2. With the stand. And that one's same price, £25. Really nice these. There's also a battle damaged Superman from the same lineup with the stand. And that one's 30, is that one? We've got Mongol from the Infinite Crisis range. It's a big figure. Now, same figure was also released, I don't know if you saw it in the DC videos, it was also released with a different hand, and on the hand it had a load of rings. And it was the Yellow Lantern version, but it's exactly the same figure, just with work done, retooling done on the hand. He is 15 quid for a massive figure like that. Bargain! Absolute bargain! Is that... Who's this? Alexander Luthor! And his hair comes off so he can be quite long permed hair like that, or it can be short buzz cut type hair. Can I don't want to pull his head off, I'll try and I won't bother. So yeah, and he's 8 quid. Sounds good to me, does that? Crisis on Infinite Earths monitor. That's only 12 quid. I'll hold on to that one for now. There's two of these, isn't there? There it is. Yeah, two of them. Who is it? What's his name? Quad. Weaponer of Quad. Can't say I've ever heard of him. But I've got two of him. There comes some lightning flash accessories. And a stand, a shield. Got a helmet. I don't think it's removable though. We have Psycho Pirate. Yep, Psycho Pirate from the same line, Crisis on Infinite Earths. He's complete as well with his mask type thing. Gold mask at the... Oh, you can make it out in the bottom there. Did I tell you how much he was? 14 quid. I don't think I told you how much he was. There's a Wonder Woman here from Infinite Crisis. Quite a cool looking Wonder Woman, actually, that one. Wow. And she's 12 quid. I'd like to take them all out of the bag so you can have nice clear images of them, but we'll be here all night if I did that. This one, his legs are being glued. So it's Flash on Infinite Earths and he can't run because the legs have broken off there and they've been glued back on. It's always stationary Flash. And it's just a fiver. It still looks good on the shelf. We have game from Infinite Crisis. We've got Earth Prime Superboy. Yeah. Sorry, this character always brings back memories of one of my customers, a young man who passed several years ago. He always ranted about how much this character was pathetic and useless. Went before his time. Still think of you, Travis. We have, I think this one's a Build-A-Figure type figure, isn't it? I think it is anyway. This is one of the Mattel ones. We've got Anti-Monitor. Pretty cool one. It's interesting, it's got a fabric cape, so I don't know if that's custom or not. Usually they're plastic capes, don't they? Very cool figure. We've got a Crisis on Infinite Earths Batman. Prices. I didn't tell the price of that, did I? That's a steep one. 95 quid is Anti-Monitor. And Superboy Prime, £10. 15 on the Batman. It's a really nice Batman, it's that. I like that one. Now, I have no idea who this was, but she's called Harbinger. Again, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Bargain price of 8 quid. Another Crisis on Infinite Earths, a nice one as well, I think. Lex Luthor. His classic power armor. I like that one. That one's 25. No. Is there a Wonder Woman? Just so you know that I'm not actually an idiot. When I said, is that Wonder Woman, I could see that much of it. Back of the head, black flowing hair, bit of a blue cape. Could have been a Wonder Woman. It's not, it's Huntress. Again, from Crisis on Infinite Earths. And she's 25 quid. Crisis on Infinite Earths again, Dr. Light. It's the female Dr. Light. I didn't know there was a female Dr. Light. I've not read any of the Justice League with the female Dr. Light. I remember being, I think it was in Identity Crisis, there was a male Dr. Light. I don't remember the female. And she's a tenner. Infinite Crisis Firestorm. Yeah. Comes a great big fire accessory. Idea is, it plugs in just underneath the fire on his head. That peg goes into his back and it looks like he's flying. I'll show you. There we go. And he's doing his Scooby-Doo. I'm a ghost. Look at that, them hands. And they're pretty much in that pose permanently. The bend at the elbows there, and you can move the arms up and down a little bit. There's not much going on there. Designed to be on this stand, and yet he's got bendy knees and bendy ankles. And he's up. He's expensive, this one. Really expensive. 12 quid. Oh, can't seal that bag back up. And then there's literally shed loads. And there's an army. Right, see if you can figure out who it is. I have an army of figures from Identity Crisis. While I count them up, you get to think who it might be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So what character from Infinite Crisis might you want 9 of? Answers on the back of the postcard, and send them to Cosmic Toys, 4 to 6 Kingsway Arcade, Dewsbury, WF13 1DU. Alternatively, I'll tell you now. It's OMAC. Now, like I said, I've read Identity Crisis, I haven't read Infinite Crisis. I don't know why anyone would want an army of 9 OMACs. But they have interchangeable hands as well. You get normal robot-y looking hands, or these energy weapon looking hands. Yeah, that one which sticks 2s up at you, or that one that's just flipping the bird. And they come with a metal rod to stick into the stand and into the back of the figure to make it look like he's floating or hovering. And some of these have like got glued legs, some of them are missing the alternate hands, some of them don't have the stand. So they range from £5 to £10 depending on all of that. Also in this box here, I've got I've missed a Robin from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oh, got bright yellow legs. That sets him apart from other Robins, doesn't it? Bright yellow legs. Don't like it. 15 quid. And yeah, the next, I've got what, 5 here? Yeah, there's 5 here from, ow, my elbow. People say that's a funny bone. Not very funny. Yeah, there were some backing cards for some of these figures. And the one I'm looking for is right on top. Yay! And I want it for name at characters as well. Although I've already wrote them down. So they're all from the Sandman. And we have Desire. Comes with the stand. And he, she, I can't really tell. I think it's a he. Although breasts, it's Neil Gaiman, isn't it? It can be both. 20 quid. And does have the backing card if you'd be really bothered about that. And we have not just Desire, but Daniel. Daniel, that's got to be a he, hasn't it? And that's 25 quid. Comes with the stand, comes with a skull, and comes with some roses. They're the flowers, not the chocolates. We have Delirium, who comes with a fish-shaped balloon. and the stand. And we have Death, who comes with a closed umbrella. No stand, unfortunately. But we also have, which wasn't part of the same wave, because I believe this came out earlier. Those four were the entire wave. We have a Sandman. And he comes with a crow. Open-winged crow. Which it looks like. Yeah, there's a little hole in his arm where the peg from the feet goes. It does look like that peg might have broken off inside his arm. And he has, you could take, he's got like a fabric cape type thing which you can take off. And that's all the figures from that box. That just about brings you up to date then on all that DC and Marvel superhero stuff. I know they're not all Marvel, and there's a lot of DC there. And there's Vertigo, and there's 2000 AD, and there's, yeah, okay. I know there's all them. But they're the oddments that were in with that little job lot. Now, today I had, clapping pandas. Let's clap as pandas. Today I had some more bits and bobs brought in, which I'm going to show you these. And I think that'll do it. It could be a shorter video than normal. I really am knackered. One of my regulars brought me in some cool bits and bobs to trade against that Menasor that was in last week's video. He was a little disappointed, I think, when I told him that I no longer have the Menasor to hand because I'd lent it to someone to review. So he's going to come back and collect at a later date. But he brought me these in and he was happy to leave them with me because he's been coming in a while now. He knows I'm not going to do him over and out. And we have this Bruce Lee. I love, it's not the best likeness in the world, but I love how it's captured that, what he used to do. Haha, very cool. I was quite surprised to see that it says underneath Sideshow. That can't be Sideshow as in Sideshow Collectibles, can it? If it is, they've come a long way since then. Now, stand up, Brucey. There we are, just stand up. Very good. There's a job lot of 5. And fair enough, they were originally bought separately, but I think I'm going to bundle these together. Power Rangers Legacy Collection, which I believe was the last load that Bandai did before they lost the license. Power Rangers. We've got blue. We've got like a metallic sheen as well, which is quite cool. Blue, he's got his phaser thing, blaster, gun in his holster, which isn't attached to the figure anymore. Which is perfectly attached to the figure. We have black. Oh, sorry, blue also comes with this. Doesn't seem to have any separate ones though. You know, as in one for each hand. Should it? And we have Black Ranger. Shaking his head up a bit. Again, it's got that metallic sheen. They're slightly translucent as well. Unless it's just because I've got the light over there and it's coming through it a little bit. I don't know. There we go. And we've got yellow. She's complete as well. Let me just put the other weapon in her hand. There we go. Why she's holding it in front of herself like that's better, isn't it? It's less vulgar. Dirty Trini, dirty. And we've got pink. Again, she's complete. Because over here, she's got a bow. And there's her arrow. arm down a bit. There we go. Bows on the back. And last but not least, of course, we have team leader Red Ranger. And it looks, he's got a sword, but it kind of looks like the sword from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know, the singing sword, all floppy and bendy all over the place. There's 3 figures here which will be coming home with me. Namely, I believe these are all from the same line. We've got Link. We've got Princess Zelda. And we've got Ganondorf. And I believe that those are all from the Ocarina of Time line. I'm not sure what line of toys they're from. B, D, and A, it says on the backs of all their legs. And one other thing in this box, but not the last of items to show you, is a GoBot. We got Psykill. So I think that's one of the larger size ones, isn't it? Same guy also brought me. Do I go with them or do I go with this? I'm going to go with this because that's a good thing to end on. This would be a good thing to end on. Transformers! We've got an Optimus Prime. Now, he was a little heartbroken when he brought this in, because he'd had it stood for a very long time, many years, on a shelf in his cabinet. And it was a painted cabinet, glossed. And with the heat, hot and cold over all the years, the paint must have got sticky or tacky or just melted a little bit in the heat and got stuck to the bottom of the box. And when he lifted it up off the shelf, he had to yank it to get it off the shelf. And it left the bottom of the box stuck to the shelf. Which is a shame when you look at the condition of everything else. However, I managed to calm his fears a little bit. Because this is one that he'd bought off a friend. It's not one that he'd had since childhood. He actually thought that this might have been a reproduction, as in commemorative series or repro. Personally, and I could be proved wrong, he quite easily be proved wrong, it could well be that. Personally, I think it's a knockoff. I'm quite sure it's a knockoff. Like I said, I could be wrong. So if it is, then it hardly matters about that, does it? I think it's a knockoff because the quality of the print in this barcode area is a little bit shoddy. Also, there's quite a big gap around the insert, the polystyrene insert, that doesn't quite fit the box properly. My mate Ed's going to be shouting at the screen, telling me how wrong I am. But that's fine, because it means I get to learn from my mistakes. But there he is, in all his glory. There's also the fact that it's incredibly tight and difficult to get out of the polystyrene. There we go. And all of the parts don't quite line up perfectly. I mean, condition's lovely. Condition really is lovely. But parts don't line up perfectly. It doesn't have. It does. I didn't think it had metal toes, actually, but because when he brought it in earlier, I felt them and they felt warm. Actually, those are metal toes, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But there's also flashing where it's come off the end of the thing, which I've never noticed be quite so bad before on any of the Optimus Primes I've had. But either way, it's got his fists. His fists. Got his instructions and sticker sheet. Got all but one missile still connected to the sprue. Got his hose. He's got his nozzle, which that just looks shoddy to me. So again, I don't think it's a 100% official one. Even the sprue's got a lot of flashing left on it. It's got its gas pump, which again, some of the edges just feel too sharp. It's got the tech specs decoder for the back of the box. But where's his gun? Where's his gun, you might say? It's got the door on the back of the trailer. And this again, very, very stiff. Difficult to open. It's got roller with the gun, but also has another gun. Comes with two different types of gun, as you can see. One's like the bloated version and one's the normal version. So that, yeah, it's again another reason why I think that this might be a KO. It's very sharp plastic. But even the KOs nowadays are worth having to sell. And if it is a KO, it's still a very good quality one. Underneath it says Takara Co. Limited, 1980, 1982. It's got a raised bar and it says made in Japan. And I've just dropped roll out the bottom of it. As if you're going to be able to pick that up on the camera. I don't know. Ooh. Where's he gone? There he is. He ain't dead, he's still all there. So let's get him put back in the box and I'll show you the last of what I've got to show you. That's another thing as well, it doesn't sit flush in the box. It's quite proud of the box, is that trailer. It's a knockoff! So, last little batch, same person, and you'll have to tell me the names because I'm not up on them. Looking for my brush. I normally keep a brush to hand. There it is. We got Zoids! Does it work? And it works. And we got another one. Again, don't know if it's lost the gun off the top, unfortunately. Quick dust down. Oh, this one doesn't seem to want to wind up. Yeah. It's got some life left in it, hasn't it? A little bit. Got that. And then the last one. Slightly bigger. Slightly. Good fell off top. There we go. I know this one. It's Red Horn. Apparently this one's complete. I haven't checked it out, but it looks to be. I haven't tried the batteries either. How cool's he? Right, and that's it. Oh, that's where the batteries go, is it? Or is it just falling apart because I had hold of it in the wrong place? Oh, I love the tail. There we go. And that's it. That's your lot for this week. Yeah. Definitely nothing else hanging around to show you. Right, okay, well, thanks for watching. Let us know if there's anything there that you fancy getting your hands on, and remember to give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. And also remember those subscribing. Come on, give us a subscribe! Still chasing subscribers. Only need, nearly 700. You could be one of those. Right, okay, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Catch you next time. Bye.